What's up, guys? So Troy with Teenage Adventures got a bumper for the Jeep, a rear bumper from LEDKINGDOMUS on Amazon. I'm gonna unbox it and show you what's all about in here. I haven't opened it yet, so I don't even know what we're in for. Hopefully good stuff. Alright. Phone, instruction manual, hardware. Probably the D-rings, but let's just see what's in here anyway. Yep, installation hardware, nuts and bolts. And 2 D-rings, silver. So that's cool. I'll probably paint mine red or get red ones, because that's my theme of my Jeep is red accents. Bracket. Not sure what those are for yet, but we'll find out on the install video. This bumper it's powder coated, has LEDs built into it, which is cool because my tail lights, the reverse lights are horrible, so I have these hooked up here for a switch. When I back up, I can just turn those on. So I'll be able to do this now. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. She's pretty heavy. Get this here. Turn this upside down. There you go. There's the bumper. Built-in hitch with it, which is nice. That looks good. LED lights. These are just covers for the D-rings for shipping. That's kind of cool, keeps it from getting marred up for you. Let's see, yep. Inside. There's the lights right there. Hook them up real easy. So I'll be back with you guys when I do the install. Thanks. All right, so just so you guys know, take this bumper off. I'm not gonna do a whole video on taking it off, but you have these. This is the bracket right there. Don't take the bolts off here like I just did. Take them off of here, because this bracket here is where your new bumper is going to go. And I believe this will have to come off too, the hook. And then there's those 2 here. There's going to be one there, and then the same on this side right here, those 2. And it should all come off. Let me see what size wrench I'm using. I'm using a 5/8 ratchet and a socket, and that's it. That's all it takes to take this thing off. One last bolt on this bracket here. You're gonna have to take this one off right there too, because the bracket, it won't come up, the bumper won't come up out of there, so it's just 2 more bolts. All right, guys, so we got the stock bumper off. Super easy. This is what you have left with 4 bolts here. It's going to go in the back of the bumper here. Right there, those there. This spacer plate, once you put it up, will go between the bumper and this, just like that. But these plates here will actually go into your bumper tubing right here. The L facing inside, they got nuts welded on them. You slip them in, line up the holes right here, and that's it. So you put those 2 in, line up your holes. Now the directions I think are wrong, so I'm pretty sure they are wrong. So it says put the long bolts on the sides here, which is wrong. The short bolts go on the side of the bracket for your bumper, and those go in here like this, okay? The long bolts, you need those to go through your whole bumper. From here, it'll go through the back of your bumper, through here, and then bolt on in the back, okay? So don't follow directions. Just make sure you put the long bolts in the 4 bumper holes. The short bolts go on the sides, all right? I'm gonna use a jack and help jack this up just so it'll give me, because I'm working by myself. All right, so I got the bumper up on the jack. I put a piece of wood here just to keep it from getting scratched up. This should work out real good. It stays right on there for you. Jack her up, slide her up in place. I'm hoping I can keep my LED lights I have there that might be up underneath the bumper. That'd be sweet. All right. This will get me in where I need to be, hold me in place there. The side brackets, lock washer, then your washer. And the only tools you're going to need is an 18 mil socket, ratchet, and an 18 mil wrench. All right, so here's what you're going to line up. I can see my bracket in there. You can reach in and move this around a little bit if you need to. Get her started. One started. Don't forget, lock washer first, then washer. 2 started. Now I can already see right now, there's adjustment here. These are slotted so you can adjust them however you want. I'm gonna get it just a little bit snug. Then I'll adjust it how I want. Man, it is hot out here today. All right, loosen this up just a little bit so I can adjust it to where I want it. There's that. I'll go do the other side and I'll be right. All right, guys, so as you can see, the bumper's on. Both side brackets are bolted on with the 4 short bolts. Remember that, short bolts. They're loose. Don't tighten them up. You leave them loose so you can move this around and get the long bolts in, all right? I think I'm gonna leave it on. I think I'm gonna take it down. That should be all right. Off the jack. As you can see, look, my lights are still good. I don't have to take those off, unwire them or nothing. I'll just wire these lights right in with these. When I hit a switch, all 4 of them will come on. So that'll be sweet, kind of like that. Let me check this out. Alright, I don't think I need a spacer in between here. I think it goes on the back side because the directions aren't super clear. Let me double check here. The directions aren't real clear on this spacer. 1 bolt's in. I'll get to the rest of the bolts in and get back with you. Bolts and washers and everything are installed. Look, I put that one on wrong. The lock washer goes out here instead of in, so I'll fix that. But anyway, so the spacer plate goes on the inside between the bumper and the bracket itself right here. I know it's hard to see, but see there, okay, there's your bumper bracket. There's the spacer plate because the holes in this are a little bit big, so that helps the washers out. On the back, it's just a washer and the head of your bolt going through, all right? So that's what you got there. So you'll tighten these 4 underneath first, and then you'll tighten these side ones here. And then you'll tighten those there because that should be where it's supposed to be in place at. And the only thing I'm noticing that I'm gonna have an issue with is not the bumper's fault, but I have bigger tires on my Jeep a little bit. They're like 32s or 32 and a half. They're not 33s, but they are actually 265/70 R17. So they're like 32 and a half equivalent, but it won't close because it's hitting right there on the bumper. All right, so I'm gonna have to put a spacer on my spare tire to bring that out a little bit, which isn't a big deal, but I'll deal with that. Like I said, it's not the bumper issue. I mean, I guess they could make this step in a little bit more, but that's just, it is what it is. Most Jeeps don't have factory those, so. But other than that, I'm gonna tighten it up and we'll go from there. Hey guys, what's up? Changed, got all cleaned up. Bumper's done. Easy install. You know, probably maybe an hour and a half to install it. Actually, to take the old bumper off, put the new bumper on. Everything works. The hitch is in here, so that's good. I was able to keep my existing LEDs on the back that I had, plus these. I just wired these right into these. I have a switch in the Jeep that you switch it on. They all come on. D-rings are on. Couple things. The only tools you're gonna need is an 18 mil socket, a 19 mil socket, and wrenches and a ratchet. That's to put this on. To take the old bumper off, 5/8 socket to get that off. Also, that spacer plate, as you see in the previous section of this video, it goes actually on the inside here. So, you know, the holes are a little bit bigger. That's, I think, pretty sure that's where it goes. It doesn't really explain its directions real well, but that's where I put mine, and it works out real well. The issue with the tire hitting this bumper back here, just because the tires are a little bit more they're bigger than what normal stock Jeeps have on them usually. So I just put 3 pretty good sized washers behind each stud, and I had not plenty, but I had enough thread of my stud to screw it on, and it stays on real good. So there's that. It closes good, closed. I got my backup camera on here. So yeah, everything's good. Let me show you the lights real quick. So there goes all the lights on. These are the LEDs. Those things are pretty sweet. They're pretty bright. I'm not sure. I'll find out at nighttime though. But yeah, everything looks good. Pretty nice. Like I said, LED Kingdom US on Amazon. Great bumper, built good. All the welds look good to me. Really excited about it. And I hope you guys like this video. If you have any questions, just comment. Anything else, hit the like button and subscribe. Thanks guys. Troy from Teenage Adventure out.